Hi, I'm Tanzim Pardiwala from Filmfare, and I'm here with the amazing cast of Dabba Cartel. I can't believe this. How are we doing today? Welcome to Filmfare.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are good.
Thank you.
I want to start by saying that the show references Narcos, and it goes like, "This is Narcos Thane." Jyotika's character says that even in the trailer. How many of you have watched Narcos, and what do you think about that show and the reference?
I haven't watched.
now.
तो बहुत अच्छा था बहुत मजा
मजा आया हमारा शो भी ऐसा ही है देखना
Yeah, no, I watched the first 3 episodes and I really loved it. It is so good. So I want to start by saying that as actors, I feel there is just so much noise around you, right? Where like your manager is saying do this, PRs are saying do this. There's just so much. How do you cut across that and say that this is the project I want to do? What is your process when it comes to that?
Nobody around me can tell me don't do this. If I want to do it, I do it. I have an agent in England who sifts through the scripts that have come my way and then tells me that this is what you might be interested in, and then gives me a gist of the one he thinks I shouldn't bother with. But it's just that ultimately it is my decision, has always been my decision.
I just feel like the show has such a great cast, of course. When you have like a cast full of leading ladies, I just feel that energy on set must have been wonderful. How does that translate to the screen? You know, because I think Jennifer Lawrence in a very viral interview said that there's so much less drama when you're surrounded with like a female crew. Did you find that to be true?
yes
I think you should ask this question to Hitesh Bhatt. He
yeah
is the director. वो बोलेगा पूछो मेरे दिल से. He'll have a different take from all of us.
yeah like we said we didn't make it easy for him at all so,
No, we had a great time. It was a lot of bonding, and of course there was a lot of female crew.
Shabanaji, I feel like watching you playing this badass gangster is such a treat for your fans, you know, and recently the kind of roles you've been getting, even with Rocky or Rani, and, you know, just be it anything, like you did the Halo series, there's just so much you've done. Tell me about this phase in your career, and did you anticipate that it was going to be like this? Because earlier, like female stars or any stars, I feel, had shelf lives. So what was that like for you?
You know, I genuinely believe that when you are playing the leading lady, if you consciously make a decision to see that the leading lady is also a person of substantial character, then you lengthen your career. Now, for instance, if you see Anil Kapoor as a hero was playing characters, not just and so that then extends into characters that are very important and very vital. You extend your life. So I think if you can make a conscious choice, then I think it would work. In my case, most certainly, it has worked.
Yeah, no, it's amazing to see. I want to get into some of the individual characters. Jyotika ma'am, I feel your character also has that bit of a mystery going on, and it's just so interesting to see that. Tell me about getting the skin of her.
it's a very intriguing character actually, and she has multiple layers to her, and she's domesticated at the same time. She's a woman who's showcasing a facade to the society. So the multiple layers in a woman and what she goes through is what fascinated me, because it really resonates with the woman outside. Because we're all playing multifolding our days, and we play very different roles every day. And so that's what fascinated me. It's connect to reality as far as Varuna goes.
Yeah, no, so this is what I was thinking about when I was also watching the show, is that a lot of women, I feel, get underestimated, undermined on so many stages. And I guess that's just like the sad girl reality, you know, like sometimes. What was a phase maybe in your lives where you faced that, and what did you do to deal with that?
I mean, I come from Jabalpur, where this happens on a very daily basis. Anywhere, everywhere. Okay, literally on the streets, every moment. And I've just learned this very early on in my life. I just know how to deal with this. I look very like, if you look at me, and if you look at me talk to people, I look like she's a very like tiny petite girl cannot like fight. I give it back. Okay. And I've learned it from a very, very young age because in Jabalpur, if you are a girl, 10 लड़के आपको छोड़ने आते हैं every day, no matter what. Okay? So, you just have to learn to survive. You know? It's true. It's true.
Yeah, but like she said, survival is the answer.
So, I mean, I've learned that from a very early, you know. So, this is, I know how to deal with this, to be honest. Yeah.
And what about you, Anjali?
With me, you know, people look at me and people feel like, oh, she must have had such a childhood where she must have been bullied for whatever reason and whatever and this and that. The other preconceived notion कि इसके साथ तो बहुत बुरा हुआ होगा and then she's risen up like a phoenix. कुछ ऐसा नहीं हुआ. I was raised by a fabulous woman, a single mother in the last 25 years, and she told me never to take shit because I saw her never take shit. Sorry. But I saw her do that all her life. And till today, there is nobody who can tell me what to do, how to behave, what to कि आप इसके लिए अच्छे नहीं हो. हमने क्यों अच्छी नहीं हूँ? अभी के अभी टेस्ट क्या है ऐसा जो मैं नहीं कर सकती? मुझे अभी के अभी बताओ.
इसके बाद मुझे मिलो इस इंटरव्यू के बाद. तो बताऊंगी.
मुझे एक बार किसी ने बोला था कि कल का एड का शूट है और आपको हेड स्टैंड करना है. मैं उसी दोपहर को गई और मैंने हेड स्टैंड सीखा 15 मिनट में और मैंने वो हेड स्टैंड का ऑडिशन दिया. तो इट्स ओके इफ आई ट्राई एंड आई फिजिकली कांट डू समथिंग ऑब्वियसली देयर इज नॉट एवरी मैं मतलब वैसे जादूगर थोड़ी हूँ कुछ भी कर दूंगी. बट यू गिव मी अ रीजन व्हाई आई कांट डू इट. Just don't think that I can't. I went paragliding. Yeah, I went paragliding and my brother who's very fit and like the sculpted body, they thought that he can paraglide, आप नहीं कर पाएंगी. I said क्यों? He's like आप थोड़े ओवरवेट है ना तो ओवरवेट लोग भागते नहीं है, डर जाते हैं भागने से और फिर गिर जाते हैं and then they hurt themselves and it's dangerous. And he's like she is more excited. मेरी फट रही है, मुझे नहीं करना है, ये मेरे से तेज भागती है रियल लाइफ में. You know she's faster than me. She's agile but you can't see it. You're just seeing what you want to see and what you've learned to see. So yeah, so don't judge a book.
Very good.
Yeah.
So I think किसी को undermine कोई करे तो
Yeah.
give it back.
हमारे सारे इंटरव्यू में
Oh, what about you, Sai?
I am also raised by a single mother, and she's also taught me to be or handle things in a certain way. So I'm very fortunate. Early on in my career, people thought that, oh, she's just a glam doll who cannot, शायद नहीं आता होगा कुछ. But with time, it changed, and I consciously, changed things. It was a conscious effort. So हाँ, ऐसा होता है कि कभी-कभी लोग कुछ सोचते हैं लेकिन it's always fun and pleasure to prove them wrong.
Shabana ji, obviously nobody dare mess with you, I think.
No, I was brought up as complete equal to my brother. Now remember that my father, Kefi Azmi, wrote a poem almost 70 years ago, or maybe more than that, when it was believed that woman's place is in the hearth and the home, and she should sit back and look after the children and in the kitchen, and the man should go out and work. At that time, my father had written a poem called Aurat, in which he says, "Ut meri jaan, mere saath hi chalna hai tujhe." तो जाहिर है वही माहौल था हमारे घर में. और I was brought up in a commune, so it was really a tiny place. I think my particular house was about 180 to 200 square feet, and we were 8 families living together, and we had only one bathroom and one toilet, and yet all the women there, because they were wives of the communists and they were progressive writers, they were all treated equally. तो मुझे तो ऐसा लगता है कि maybe I was about 19 years old when I realized that what I take for granted is an exception rather than the rule. It came a big surprise to me.
I feel like when it comes to family audiences or like people who watch comedy together with the family, it can feel like it's a bit of a daunting move to be in a show that is, like Dabba Katil, it's got drugs and all those things. Does that make you a little apprehensive while signing roles?
Not at all.
Not at all.
ये तो सेम खा के तो बोर हो जाएगा ना आदमी. बहुत बोरिंग हो जाएगा. मुझे करते करते बोरिंग हो जाएगा. कितना करूंगा गुड्डी अच्छा ऐसा हूँ थोड़ी ऐसा. मैं कोई भी नहीं होता है ऐसा। तो और ये वैसा नहीं है कुछ कि ड्रग वैसा थोड़ी है।
Yeah, no, of course.
एंटरटेनमेंट है, मजेदार है, लोग पसंद करेंगे, फैमिली और मुझे जो पसंद करते हैं वो और ज्यादा पसंद करेंगे।
Mm. Yeah, tell me also about, just switching gears and being in like a thriller kind of a show, because it is such a popular genre. I mean, not exactly a thriller, but this zone is, the crime is kind of like a super popular. What is the appeal? Like, what appeals to you? What do you think appeals to the audience about this?
I don't think it's only about crime. I think it's a story about human beings in different circumstances. And I think that's what holds it together. The emotions that run through the various people is what holds it together. And the bit about the crime is a strain that you see in it. But it's not the typical crime thriller that you imagine. And I suppose that is the USP. And that's what makes it interesting, according to me. And the fact that, it was conceived by Shibani Dandekar along with Gaurav and other people. But I think it has a female gaze. And that is interesting because you see so little of the female gaze. So she's dealing with a genre that you imagine should be a male gaze, but she's dealing with it. And it's a female gaze, and that's what makes it attractive, I think.
Yeah, that's exciting. It's interesting you talk about the female gaze, because right now it is such an exciting time to be a female director, when you have something like A Lapata Ladies going, the Oscar race, then you have All We Imagine as Life.
And girls will be girls.
Girls will be girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just tell me about how exciting, because you are a pioneer in what they call alternate cinema. But now I just feel like that's not the case. Like there is it's not alternative. People are just watching it with their entire families. So tell me what you think. What's your take on this?
Well, I've been waiting for this for a long time because I used to wonder, why would there be such a dichotomy between the two films? Because a film is a film. It's a good film or a bad film, but it's a film. And so why can't we have people being interchanged? I'm seeing that now, not only in the crew, but also in the actors. And that's helping in a big way, because the fact that you have actors who have a following come into this really enriches the film in the way that more audiences will come in. And I think that's the important thing. Also, crew.
Yeah, definitely. Just watching this cast, it also makes you so happy to see more pan-India ensembles. So just tell me about like having the opportunity, because earlier you couldn't think that you would work with people from across industries. There were such rigid lines, I guess. And now that's not the case anymore. Like Ritika, you in production, like, you see these things, you see castings, those things. So tell me a little bit about that.
I think it's only growth. I see it as growth. We've, now the next generation, our kids, and they're watching Spanish, Korean. There's language is no barrier now. It's just a script and writing. And I think that's absolute growth. So it's wonderful to welcome this change, actually. And we had a blast. You don't meet this talent in regular films because there's a hero, heroine, and they're Mantu. Yeah. This is a big platform for us to grow. So I think cannot get better than this. And North meets South, I think that's the best talent which can come together.
Definitely.
And it's not hierarchical. Aisa nahi hai ki one person is important that the other is not. There are so many strains, and all the strains are important in themselves. And I think that kind of ensemble is the most interesting thing.
Yeah. What about you, Shalini?
I think
the
I think so. I have seen cinema as cinema.
Yeah.
Since ever. Like even when I was in college, school, even if I had to, I was not allowed to watch films because I was supposed to study. I was doing engineering. I was supposed to only study and see my books. But whatever time I could get, and I would watch cinema. I've seen Tamil films, Malayalam films, Telugu films, Hindi films. Little, but like all kind of films. And I always watched them with their original language and not, the dubbed version. I like watching cinema like that. For me, cinema is not about like different language or region. Cinema is cinema for me. A story is story. So I think now that we're working like this with so many different actors, it's just lovely. it expands your horizon. You have different kind of chats. They come and tell, like I've worked down in the South in Tamil and Telugu a little. She comes from there. I mean, she's worked there. She is an North Indian. She's also worked there. So we all have so many stories to share. So I think it's a lovely experience.
Yeah. Before I move on to my last question, I want to ask Anjali and Shabana ma'am, this is like a reunion for y'all. And I think Anjali, in an earlier chat, you were really fangirling over ma'am. So tell me about this experience, because I feel you also have this off-screen bond, which is like so nice to see.
I'm always fangirling over her since the first time I met her to now. And I'm going to put it in my contract. This is the third project. If not every original project I have to be with.
She joined to my hip.
I would love to be joined to her.
She's so lucky. Okay. Lastly, I want to ask everyone, OTT, I feel, is a space, like it's been having a moment for a while. Like this, it's not a new phenomena. Like we see so much type of good content. But in the movies right now, in theatrical releases, apart from like a few standouts, I feel like we faced a slump. It felt like no new ideas. Things are like re-releasing, which is a good thing and an okay thing. It's actually great for like there's so much nostalgia for so many old movies that are getting new appreciation. But do you feel like we are running out of ideas, like, or do you think that it's just re-releases are just great? Like, what is your opinion on this?
I think we are floundering and we don't know which way to go, because the earlier belief is you do a formula film and you have stars and they bring in the audiences and the first week goes off well and the rest is history. That hasn't worked.
Then
It's actually a time, and the OTT has its own audience. So we are really trying to get hold of what to do. And I think bringing old movies for re-release is a very good idea, because if they work, then we'll know that there is a certain kind of thing that works, and that's the content. And forget about everything. Just concentrate on the content, you know. हम लोग कहानी सोचते ही नहीं, हम लोग बनाते हैं प्रोजेक्ट्स. एक इसमें ये हमारे पास आ जाएगा, ये हमारे पास आ जाएगा और इसको बना लेते हैं. That I think we have to get away from, and we should get into, you know, doing the pre-production for 2 years and then making the film in 6 months. Earlier, what we used to do is 1 month pre-production का होता था और 4-4 साल तक फिल्म बना रहे थे. इसलिए उसमें बहुत hits और misses भी हुए थे. So I think this is a time for us really and truly to think about where we are going and what we need to do in the film industry. I think Hindi film industry.
I would like to add something. I think after pandemic, we want experience, and especially when we spend money and go watch movies in theaters, we are either extreme shock value or experience. And because we have exposure of world content, right, on a click at our home because of OTTs. So we are searching for, unless there is experience, nobody really, like a layman wouldn't spend that much and go and watch. So I think यहाँ थोड़ा gap है, यहाँ थोड़ा imbalance है. But films run in our blood. So मुझे नहीं लगता कि उसका magic कभी fade होगा. It just sometimes कभी-कभी एक imbalance हो जाता है, गाड़ी पटरी पे आने में time लगता है, वो हो रहा है बस.
No, I just feel something coming from doing Hindi and South, and being a huge fan of Malayalam cinema largely. I just feel what we really miss out is being rooted. You know, our audience is all 90% rural, and when we get into this whole fashionista world and we are trying to make it a world of six packs and bikinis, which is great, but I think when you just move away from what a common man is and their stories, I think that's where also the whole thing gets uprooted. So somewhere if we connect with the watchers, probably that will have a more impact for the film.
Yeah, definitely.
The more real as real as it can get.
The movies that have stood the test of time, and people who maybe never saw them in the theaters when they released, saw them on OTT and now are enjoying them on the big screen. And there are so many old movies when I was a kid, I didn't get to see them on the big screen. Or maybe I saw them and I don't remember them. But I've seen them on television. But just the joy of watching something so beautiful on a big screen, like even on Hum Aapke Hai Kaun and something like that on a big screen is just fun to watch. So, and so many good movies who didn't get their due when they released are getting their due now. So I think, what's more great than that?
And Gujarat sir?
बिल्कुल, ये जो इन्होंने मेरे दिल की बात बोली है, मैं यही बोलता अगर मुझे पहले बोलने का मौका मिलता तो।
Oh no. Okay, thank you so much for your time. This was lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.